Heel. Sit. Down. Very nice. All right, well, here we are back again at Animal Training Development Center, and today I have Harper with us. Harper is here for our Alpha program, and we are on day 5 of our 10-day daycare training portion of the program. So we had a great field trip today. You're going to get to see video of that. We're over at the YMCA and then over at Buckner Park, and it's a beautiful day. We've got lots of distractions that we're able to train through. Very proud of both dogs, but right now we're going to speak specifically more about Harper, and she is just a gentle giant. You know, she does have an age thing going on to where she could be a little rambunctious and a little spirited, and sometimes she even bites at the leash when she's feeling playful or if she's feeling a little bit of a stubborn streak. But overall, just a real easy dog to work with and really enjoys the work. And so we're working on this heel command, and heel is position in relationship to your body, and you can see she's in that position right now with her paws and my feet parallel with each other. She's about a foot away from me, and that's about right. You know, you want to have a dog where you can reach out and touch them, but not so close that they're restricting your motion if you try to turn left. And so as I lead with my inside foot, that's my left foot, the foot closest to the dog, we're also going to give that verbal command to heel, and I'll show you that now. Harper, heel. Good. And you could go any direction you want, but for a dog that heels on the left, like we're training her to do, generally speaking, counterclockwise circles like I'm doing now are going to be considered easier circles in most cases than clockwise circles, for the simple reason that turning left will block a dog from the things that are outside the circle that she's turning around. So if I turn my circle around and I go clockwise, it's the same command, and ultimately, heel, come on. Ultimately, they should be just as good going this way, but you see already, she kind of put the brakes on herself, and this is a more challenging circle for her because it is now me turning away, and instead of me turning in and kind of herding her in, she's having to keep up with me as I'm turning away from her, and she would also have to try to ignore all those distractions if those chairs were full of people and other things. Very nice. Hit the nice automatic sit at the end of heel. That's part of what heel is all about. If I lead with my outside foot, she should stay put in the position she's in. In this case, the sit command. Very nice. Good. We worked on this down position. Down. And we're showing her if she doesn't, we're just putting a little pressure on the leash. Down. And then again, if I lead with my outside foot, she should stay put, now in the down position. So we're just walking that circle around her like so. And back to position then with this inside foot. One more time, heel. Good. Now we're doing a figure 8, which I love and recommend figure 8s for your practice because it allows for you to practice both left turns and right turns. And so we're doing just that, in and out of figure 8 patterns. Good. Good. Good girl. Let's try that down one more time. Very nice. So that's all I want you guys to practice at this stage in your training with her, along with the walking that you'll see in the video where we just reinforce that one rule of never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. You'll see that in the video. But as far as your actual homework, this sit, heel, and down that we're doing here, working some figure 8 patterns, building through distractions like we always try to do, creating a challenging but doable environment to work in each and every session. That's the key to long-term success. She's got a great temperament to train with. She's still in that age where, you know, she's going to be easily distracted, and she doesn't have a lot of life experience because she just doesn't have a lot of life yet. And so we're going to have to be, you know, mindful of keeping the leash on and keeping coaching and keeping our eyes open and being aware of the distraction levels around us. But as you'll see today in the video, even as joggers ran past us and we weren't expecting, one snuck by us, didn't see him coming. They did just a fantastic job of not being reactive, staying on a loose leash. Can't ask for better. So we're on to a great start, and we've got a great program ahead. Looking forward to seeing how things turn out at the end. So keep up with your side of it. We'll keep up with ours, and I can't wait to see the next video. Happy training. Okay. Okay. Okay, you don't have to get up. You can stay right there if you want to stay. I'm going to keep in the shot. Good girl. Nice job. We'll leave it at that. That's a good dog. That's a good girl. Sit. Good girl. All right, well, here we are back again at Animal Training Development, and now this time we have Ashe. And so talking a little bit about her, as opposed to Harper, who is, more easygoing and kind of happy-go-lucky, eager to please, she has that, but it's the underside of her, not the top side of her. So I think that her top side is a little bit, more stubborn and strong-willed. She works out of a guarded side to where she gets anxious. She's gotten a lot better, guys. I guess if we had before pictures and video, you would see a dog that was a whole lot less confident and a lot more anxious. Anytime we would even separate her and Harper a little bit, it used to be total freakouts, and they've just really both come a long way with self-confidence. She struggles with the sit command more than others, which is a little unusual but not unheard of. Ashe, sit. So we've been doing a lot of no, sit. There you go. We also moved her collar from the plastic style prong to the metal style prong, and we're getting much better results with that. So I'm going to send you home with the metal style prong. I want you to try that for a while practicing, see if it doesn't make a big difference for you at home as well. Now we're leading with our left foot and giving the heel command, heel, and we'll start off with easier circles. So we're going to go counterclockwise around the room. This is where she really shines, and I guess they're both doing a pretty good job, but I think in this command, I think that Ashe actually does a little better than Harper with the heel. So she really is good at staying in pace with you and staying focused on you. And you can see that those easy circles are going well. Once in a while she dips her nose a little too low and we tug her up, but that's really pretty good right there. Down. Good. Working that down's going nicely. Outside foot. Nope. Down. Outside foot, she should stay put. No, down. Good girl. And you can see I'm mostly getting by with just verbal corrections now. And that's the benefit of earning that through the physical corrections. You can start to have the verbal corrections take their place, but you have to do the physical corrections first. And so again, she's on a little bit stronger collar to get her attention. But once you have it, it doesn't take much to keep it. So she's really doing a great job for us, and I look forward to continue to improve it for you guys. So I think after this video, what we should do is let you try again, practicing at home, the heel, sit down, working some figure eights with both dogs, heel. And again, with her, the figure eight is going to look really pretty good. I think she's really got this heel command down pretty well. Good. It's really just the sit command that she fights the most. And even outside, you'll see in the video, sit. Good girl. That she just resistant. It's just an attitude thing. It's kind of a dominant streak that she has, and she just doesn't want to have to do it, and so she resists it. But it'll be short-lived if we stick with it and we show her that we're all a team, and we're going to make her hold up to doing the commands that we give her. Down. Once she's in the right frame of mind, again, a super sweet dog. I could see her having therapy dog attributes too. If she can let go of the anxiety and build some self-confidence. No. Down. Good girl. Drop the anxiety and build some self-confidence. Sky's the limit. I think both dogs have tons of potential, and I think the two of you also have tons of potential as handlers of your dogs. I think the next thing we do is we get another private session scheduled. You bring the dogs back. Let's team up on them and get some training done, the two of you, and then we'll get back to doing some daycare days again. So check out the video. Let us know if you have any questions, and as always, happy training. Okay, good girl. All right, we're just going to keep Ashe in the down command as I heel Harper around. So Topanga's going to continue to work on that, and then I'm going to work with Harper here. So just stay tuned. Let's see how this goes. Harper heel. Change it to the left. Good. Yeah, the down is the most important command to teach a dog that's resisting our commands. So a dog that's lacking respect for its handler will often resist commands. Not because they're opposed to doing the command if they want to do it, but opposed to doing if they have to do it. And so this is the difference between a trick and a command. Sit. And we're actually utilizing Harper in this to create a distraction that we can easily control. As opposed to going outside and trying to work this around squirrels and rabbits and big distractions we're not ready to do yet, I can control this particular distraction, and that is Harper. So I can make Harper stop and sit or lay down, and as I keep going around behind especially, it's difficult for Ashe to hold the down, but she's doing it now. Good job. Good job. Not happy about it, you can tell by the whining, but you know, I'd rather a dog whine than break commands, so we'll just let the whining go.
Down. No. Sit.
Good dog, Harper.
No. Down. Down.
There you go. Good job. Heel. You're doing perfect with that. That's just right. This is what's so good for them is as they can hold it down and not be anxious anymore and just let go.
No. Sit.
There you go.
Sit. Down. Down. No. Sit.
Sit. Down. Down. We're going to let them hold for just a minute, so at 9:04, we're going to release. We can just, nope. Now it's 9:05. Every time you get up, it's another minute.
Down. No. Sit. Sit. Down.
Nice job. Real good technique. The other thing is it's not so much about the time. I like to wait until the dog gets into a relaxed state of mind and then do the release. So they associate that release with being relaxed as opposed to getting the release when they're anxious. Wait till they calm down, relax. Like this would be a good time for Harper to get the release. So let's do that. So when you see that she gets really relaxed and quits whining, wait till even her mouth starts to open a little bit. And the absolute ideal time would be is you had all that and they look at you. That's the time.
Sit.
Yep.
Sit. Down. 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 No. Sit. Down.
Nicely done. So it's that steady, persistent, consistent reaction from you that's making this work. So you're being calm and deliberate, and that's exactly what she needs. When you're anxious, you want somebody that's going to be calm. If they're freaked out too, then you're all going to be a mess, you know? So it's like we have to show them super calm, super deliberate, super purposeful, and that works out real well. So when she does get a little quiet and a little relaxed, go ahead and give that release word, okay. It's an 8-hour day, right?
Maybe.
We'll stop at lunchtime. Almost had it. You heard that noise and for a second stopped because she was listening to that, which at least is kind of a normal thing. This is about letting go, right? So what she's not doing is letting go. She's letting go. There she goes.
Sit. Sit. Down.
It's about teaching them to let go of control. That's what obedience is. If you know, I'm in control all the time, then I can't let go and let somebody else tell me what to do. And so she has to learn to let go. She doesn't want to, and so she's whining about having to do this. But really, it's a nice time to release and just take a nap. Why not take a nap? Why not chill and enjoy your time in the down position, right? And so we want to help her learn to do that over time. So a lot of the training that these guys need to do can be done in the house. You don't really have to go look for a lot of challenges right there in your living room. You know, it's in between her ears is where it is. Good. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a break. Go ahead and give that release word, okay, okay. And we're going to go ahead and let them have a little time off. But this is the kind of thing that we want to keep doing, and the kind of thing we want to see you guys doing at home with these two, because I feel like the distractions they have to one another are probably as high a distraction as they have to deal with, and especially for Ashe. So we've always known that Ashe really needs a lot of self-confidence, and this is kind of how we help her develop it right in your living room. So keep working on it, and we'll keep working on it too. Happy training. Recording. Here we got Harper getting ready for a little walk on a nice day. Here we go, Harper. Great. Got yoga going on in the background. Yoga music. Okay, great. That's a great idea. Let's do that. Good. All right, let's go. Heel. No. Heel. The one that goes behind has a little harder time than the one that gets to go ahead, because they always want to get up there where the other one is. And so we'll switch on the way back. Who's in front, who's behind. Another good tip for you guys at home. When you got two dogs that live together, no heel. Good, no heel. There we go. No heel. Heel. Yeah, try to get her to do the heel command through here. Oh, heel. You shouldn't be pulling constantly on it, so you got to tug and release, try to tug and release it till she quits trying to pull on it. Otherwise, they start building a tolerance. Heel. No, heel. Heel. A lot of pickleball people today, so this will be good walking past all this. Come up alongside us. Oh boy, this is going to be great. When these kids come up, we're going to get off to the side and let them come by. We'll go off to the right side. Sit. We'll do a sit here. Sit. Sit. No.
Sit. Sit.
Sit. No. Sit.
Sit. Sit. Sit.
Good.
No.
There you go. Wow. We're going to let these people walk by us if they're not playing pickleball. And then we can carry on. Let's see if they're going to walk by or they're playing pickleball. I think they're playing pickleball. Yeah. All right, let's just give the release word, but now they just can't pull. So we'll just do the word okay, and now they can do anything but pull. Ready? Okay. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we'll just let them do this for a while now. And when these other people come up, maybe we'll try to heel past. Let's get way over this side now and we'll try to heel past here. Heel. Good. That was really pretty good. Let's do the same through these two.
After that, he came back.
Let's go ahead and stop. Make sure they sit. Sit.
Sit. Sit.
Good.
Sit. 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 Sit.
And release. Okay. Good. Then what I'm going to have you do is just about every 20 steps or so until she does better with the sit. Just every 20 steps, just tell her to sit.
Okay.
And we'll just get her better at that. She's still resisting it, huh?
Come here. Sit. Sit.
There you go. Okay. And say it before you pull. So give her a chance, say it. If she does, great. If not, then no, sit, right?
Sit. 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 No. Sit.
There you go. Yep. Good dog, Harper. Good, Harper. You having fun? You having fun, Harper? And we'll do the heel for any oncomers. Looks like we've got a jogger back there and stuff. Sit. Good girl. Good dog. Heel. Good. Good. Sit.
Sit. Sit. No, sit.
That's it. Nice job. And release. Okay. Yep. These are the ones we got to win. You know, if we win today, we win tomorrow, we win the next day. And that is every time we see sit, she ends up sitting. Even if we have to make her, we are winning, you know. If we give up and we don't keep trying and she just gets away with stuff, then we're losing. So it's just a matter of keeping on until somebody decides who's more stubborn.
Yeah.
My vote's on you. You're more stubborn, right? That's good. It'll serve you well as a dog trainer. Yep.
Hands is high.
How you doing? Yeah. That was a cool buggy setup they had. Sit. I like that buggy setup. Heel.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry.
Sit. Sit. Good.
Sit. No, sit.
Good. Dogs that are behaving like that, it's just an enjoyable, thing. I don't mind that they're ahead. Like I said, I think that we could still be the leader from behind as long as they're keeping a little slack in the leash. It means that they're paying attention to us. And if they're paying attention to us, we're still the leader, even if we're behind. So I don't worry about them being behind me physically. Just keep in mind mentally that we're asking you not to get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. Come on. Looks like we got one more set of people that we'll see here today. I think it's most people we've seen since you've been together with me, because it's not been very nice weather. This is probably the nicest day we've had. Heel. Good. He sure did. I didn't even see him.
I didn't even hear him.
He's a ninja jogger. Sit. Good. I'm gonna let you open that lid for me here in a minute. Yeah, go for it. And then would you open the big cage door? Sit. No, sit.
Sit. No, sit.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and load her into the little one.
Come on. You just did it.
Maybe give her just a couple steps. There we go. There, good girl. And then that way you can hold the other lid out so that I can load her up. Yeah, just hold it open. Thanks. Ready? Hup. Good girl. Good job. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, good girl. Sit. Good. That's a good start.
Hey, hey.
Okay. We'll let them just walk here for a while, see if they need to potty. There's a difference between needing to potty and wanting to potty to mark over other people's potty a bunch of times. So this is where dogs have to get better at just being the follower, because you see how they just blocked our path and didn't seem to care that we couldn't move. Tripping over them, no problem. When they do that, you can use your leash to pull, but don't be afraid to use your feet to kind of, you know, shuffle them forward if you can. Because to me, a dog should always get out of the way of people. Like if you go through the kitchen and the dog's laying there, a dog should get up and move if you're clearly trying to go where they're at. You know, when a dog won't move and makes you jump and all that stuff, that's not good manners on the dog's part. So we're always trying to teach healthy habits. And it's not a healthy habit when you make me trip over you, especially when there's two of you, just because you think you smell something. Right? Oh, look at that kite go. Up, jogger coming. Good dogs. Wow. I thought that was going to go bad because that's a hard test, you know. But they did well. It's like therapy dog level test right there. If a dog can pass that, that's a therapy dog level test. Good dogs. While you're walking or driving or?
Walking, driving, anytime. Can't do it with my nose apart, but...
I would hope not. You shouldn't do it while you're driving at least. You know that. Here I am talking. When I was your age, I used to put eye drops in as I was driving down the road. I literally would do it while I was driving. I remember doing that. I have allergies this time of year. I use a lot of eye drops. See, I checked her back right there, right before she reached the end of the leash. Just that little proactive tug back on that prong collar, and she's right back to walking nicely again. I'm using a different style prong collar than the one that we sent her home with, and I think this one's going to work better for them. So it's a metal style one versus the plastic style one that we tried. I think that'll help some. They're definitely doing good today with it. And you can't ask for more distractions than what we've gone through today. I mean, we've seen moms with baby carriages. One mom had a baby bus. We've seen
jogger or two. We've seen walkers. Haven't seen anybody on a bike yet. But yeah, pretty good day of distractions. Definitely heating up. That sun, I can feel it through my shirt. It's like my shirt's feeling like it's gonna melt.
That's how it was yesterday. I was wearing black jeans.
Uh-huh.
Not a good idea.
Let's try this. Sit. Ashe. Sit. No. Ashe. Sit.
Sit.
No. Sit. There you go. Good dogs. Okay, good. Right here, quick tug back, just like that. Didn't have to say anything, shouldn't have to say anything. Never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. That's on the dog. That's their job. My job, make sure they do their job. Here's another good distraction. Let's try a heel command through here. Ashe, sit. Good. Ashe, heel. Heel. Good. And sit.
Sit.
Good.
Sit.
Nice. And okay. Hey, but gotta love that. Gotta love it. Only thing harder would be if he was walking a dog too, you know.
Yeah.
We'll get one of those sooner or later. Probably sooner. Ashe, sit. No. Ashe, sit. No. Sit. Good. Okay. We're gonna keep doing those until she quits arguing about it, and then we won't have to do them so much anymore. You know, I always pick the thing that they don't want to do, and that's what we just have to keep doing until you get over it. You know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they, you know, have problems with the sit, and sometimes it's the down. Just depends.
I don't know how to put it on there.
Yeah, I guess. Cute. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Ashe, heel. Heel. No, heel. Heel. Good girl. And sit. Sit. There, we got one. Almost. Thank you. Okay. Good. Good, good, good.